Hello, it's Judith here with this week's video. And as I said in last week's, over the next few weeks, I'm going to be talking about the habits that we develop as coping mechanisms often for difficult mental or emotional issues that we're having to deal with. And looking for healthier ways of doing it in each case. So this week we're talking about bottling up emotions. And I think this is quite common to a lot of us. And it has its dangers. It may seem like a good way of dealing with things for years, but it does have its dangers. So we're going to look at the dangers, and then at the end we're going to look at some healthier ways of managing emotions, because they can be very overwhelming. Why do we do it? As I say, it's often a coping mechanism. We may have been taught as children, and again I think this applies particularly to women, not to express our emotions, and certainly not to express our negative emotions. We may feel we need to appear strong and capable and able to manage, not give way to this mamby-pamby stuff. We may just need to fit in. I mean, I certainly felt that in the corporate world, that I had to be a certain way. And it was reinforced by, for instance, a particular manager saying to me when I was talking about a member of staff who had some severe personal difficulties, his response was, I am paying them to leave their emotions at the door when they come into work, which I thought was really helpful. But anyway, enough of the past. So we may be doing it because the culture that we are spending a lot of time in, could be the family, could be work, could be both, is expecting that or insisting upon it. Or it may just be, and again, this will go back to childhood, we just haven't learned how to express our emotions without overwhelming ourselves or other people. And it's a bit like filling up a container, like a bottle of water, for instance. You know, you're filling up a bottle of water. How many times I do that? You know, and you carry on too long and it overflows. So it'll take so much. Your emotional container will take so much, and then it will overflow or sometimes explode. So almost as if you're trying to put the cap on and you keep pouring the water, if that's possible. So what are the dangers of not dealing with your emotions or experiencing them, but just hiding them away somewhere, suppressing them? And it's all the classics. It can lead to stress, it can lead to anxiety, it can lead to depression, and all of those can lead to physical ill health. So the effects are quite dramatic and can be life-changing, and mean that our mental and emotional well-being suffers, and in some cases eventually leads to breakdown. So what can we do about it? What is a healthier way of dealing with emotions? And first and foremost, I think we need to acknowledge them. They just want to be heard or felt. Acknowledge them, recognize them, accept them, because they're quite normal. And if we try to push them away, bottle them up, then, as I say, there are dangers, including they'd fight back a bit harder. So the more you try to push them away and suppress them, the harder they fight back. So each time they come back stronger. So each time you overfill the bottle, the effect is a bit worse, I believe. It's okay. It's okay to feel sad, to feel anxious. It's even okay to feel angry. Anger's the one I think that scares people the most. But, you know, anger is quite a natural emotion. It's what you do with it and where you do it and who you do it to that matters. Just naming them, just sort of checking in with yourself and saying, how do I feel? Oh, actually, I feel quite angry. That one's usually quite obvious. But it may be that you feel sad or worried or whatever. Step number 2 tip number 2 is express them in some way. If you've got a trusted friend or partner that you can express them to, then that's fine. But we don't always have that, and often somebody close to us is just not right. So you can journal them, write them down, get them down on paper, get them out of you onto paper where you're acknowledging them, you're expressing them, but you're not damaging anybody else or yourself. Or if you're creative, draw, paint, listen to music, play music, find some way which you can let these emotions out into the world without damaging, as I say, either you or anybody else. Tip 3, mindfulness is very effective. Breathing techniques and meditation can help you. And there are techniques that I use that enable you to feel your emotions in your body, because there is always a physical manifestation of emotions. So, and it's easier to feel them in your body and acknowledge them and express them and just give them space to be. So the goal is for you to find a way to let out your emotions in a way that feels right for you, but letting them out, not blocking them. And last of all, if you're really struggling and this has become a long-term habit, then seek professional help. I and other professionals can support you and give you tools and techniques to help you to deal in a more healthy way with your emotions. So, summary really is emotions are normal. We all have them, the good and the bad. The key is not to bottle them up till they flow out or explode out, and to find healthy ways to express them and manage them. And as always, if I can help you in any way with managing your emotions, I would be delighted to do so. And you can get in touch with me or go look at my website. There are some things on there that may well help you. But I'm always happy to have a chat if you need some help. Okay, that's me for this week. And I look forward to seeing you again next time when we'll pick up another habit or a coping mechanism that maybe is not the best one to choose. But until then, take care of yourself. Bye.